The following program contains language, images, and/or subject matter that may be objectionable to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Direct from Albany, New York, it's time for The Media Zone with your hosts, Ed and Dave. Tonight, a look at this week's new film and DVD releases. And the chance to win free movie tickets with the Poster Pairs game. And now your hosts, Ed and Dave.
Ooh, it looks like Halloween.
Here we are, Ed and Dave, and there's a candle burning. Had a lot of problems with taping the show. Remember, I was hot a few weeks ago. Now there's odd odors in the studio. That's all we'll say. It's not from my. It's not from my burping, or any other.
I just can't escape. This is awful.
I had a banana for breakfast. Does that make you burp? There's a lot of fiber.
I don't know.
There's a lot of fiber in a banana, isn't it?
Oh.
There's no salt though. That's why I'm eating the bananas for breakfast. Hey, we're into the summer movie season here, Dave. And tonight we have Baywatch. We have a film that after I put the show together, I found out it's a Netflix release.
Oh, okay.
I think we have to include them in new movie releases now.
Sure, why not? Any format I think we should include because it's a film. Just because it's not in a theater doesn't mean we shouldn't say, hey, here's a new film for you to check out. Except we won't do Hallmark Channel films.
Only for the holidays.
Just so, do we have one more holiday season to get through before the show ends, right?
Oh, yes.
So I can watch more Hallmark holiday films and let you, the viewer, know how they are.
Have one more.
All right.
Pirates of the Caribbean, the fifth one, I believe. They did three, kind of in the normal, 2 to 3 year cycle. Then they did one a little bit after that, and now here's another one a little bit after that. I think this is the last one.
Not if it makes $400 million, it isn't.
Probably not. And, of course, today, as the first show airs, it's May 23rd.
Right.
And as we all know, May 25th is the day Star Wars was released.
Woo!
1977. Now, apparently you weren't a part of the Star Wars phenomena that summer, Dave.
Or any summer thereafter. Never. I haven't seen a Star Wars film.
Now, do you recall anything about May of 1977? Or that summer?
Am I supposed to?
You don't remember the big hoopla about this film, and you weren't interested in going to see, you weren't interested in any science fiction at the time.
Or any time.
You weren't a fan of Lost in Space when you were growing up, or Star Trek?
Not Star Trek. Lost in Space,
A little
it was
bit.
kind of funny in point, so I kind of like that a little. But, no, Star Trek? No.
No, I never cared for Star Trek. Now I want to go back and watch George Takei flit around the bridge now.
I don't think he flitted around the bridge.
No.
He's no LeFou.
No. He was even disappointed when they made his Sulu character gay in the last film.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes, he said that George Roddenberry wrote Sulu as a straight man, and that's the way he played it. Except for that one episode where he had his shirt off and he was fencing around. It was a little over the top there. But yeah, Star Trek, I think I would like to see it now. I don't remember it on the first... What? Was that a look because of...
I heard it. It was Machine Gun Kelly over there.
One of our stagehands, we'll blame it on the stagehand back there. It has a little digestible problem. And that's why Dave has the candle this week. We can't really dance around it anymore, Dave. It's happening.
It's awful.
During the show.
It's awful. There's no ventilation. There's no way out. It's like the movie. There's no way out.
You're trapped.
I came into the studio. First thing I said was, "Oh, what happened down here?" Thinking there was a sewage problem. producers, you know.
I blamed it on a
Test times.
stagehand. You're going to just come out and mention. Everybody knows there's only one other person
Right.
down here.
It's the producer. And the funny thing is, he's just having a grand old time with this. Watching me suffer. This is awful.
I don't smell it and with my sinuses. I don't know why. I did hear it a few minutes ago this time. Well, why not? Put it on the microphone next time. Why not?
Jeez. Man, what a show.
Farts are big now. You can say farts on TV. You know, when we started the show, you couldn't say farts. You couldn't even reference it. Unless you were Ed McMahon at the end of the couch and went, "Ooh, move down, Ed." Remember the George Carlin bit there? But, woo.
And he's not even that close to us.
No. You must have a good nose. You don't have sinus problems, right? Or
I wish I
allergies?
did.
Today you do. You wish you did. All right, let's take a look at this Baywatch. Let's see what that Chips bomb they try to do a film out of. Let's see
did
if
that bomb?
That
Okay.
really bombed. Let's see if we do better with Baywatch.
Is this a drama?
This is a comedy.
It's a comedy.
More of a
All right.
comedy.
It stars Dwayne Johnson, Zac Efron, and Alexandra Daddario. The story follows devoted lifeguard Mitch Buchanan as he butts heads with a brash new recruit. Together, they uncover a local criminal plot that threatens the future of the Bay. It is rated R for language throughout, crude sexual content, and graphic nudity, Ed.
Oh, that means we're going to see a winky.
We're going to see a winky.
That's what graphic nudity is. Now, I don't know why a winky is labeled as graphic.
I don't know.
It's just another part.
Why isn't a Virginia graphic?
They didn't call. Well, I wonder what they call that when that Rosario Dawson film.
Oh, right.
Where not, she has a cameo, I believe I saw as
Pam Anderson has a cameo?
and Mitch there. David Hasselhoff. He's in here. Apparently, they weren't too concerned about all the language and graphic nudity that they did. Now, here's this. That's Chupacabra. Chupacabra that's on that Quantico, which it's a good thing she's attempting a movie career because it looks like that hasn't been renewed for another season.
Is that Is that his real tattoo? That thing he's got?
That's his. What
Or
is
is that
that?
his-
Philippine tattoo?
Oh, is it? I didn't know he had a large tattoo like that.
Yes. I guess it was covered up for roles where the actor didn't have a tattoo. But I guess he's playing a Filipino or whatever tribe he's from there, where they have tattoos.
Right.
I know it's a tribal tattoo that they all get, wherever he's from there. I didn't do my research on The Rock.
You did not? Oh, well.
He's becoming a big star. He's in that
He's a huge star, Ed.
Fast and the Furious.
He's one of the top draws.
Ew.
That's corpse goo, I guess, dripping on it.
That's what I need.
That's what you need.
Baywatch.
I don't know if this gets a good review. Maybe I'll go see that.
For the nudity?
If it's a funny R-rated comedy, you've been looking for
That's
those,
true.
right?
That's true.
Maybe they're going to do it here.
Didn't they make a comment about there's no R-rated films made anymore?
Yes. So there you go. There's an R-rated
Well, I'm not
comedy.
going to go see it just because it's R-rated.
What if they call it a really funny film?
If they say it is funny and it hits on all cylinders,
That's what you're looking for.
that's what I'm looking for.
Not driving with all cylinders like
Right.
Richard Roper posted a review of The Circle from his car right after he was driving. I don't know if that's a smart idea. I don't know if he was holding his phone out or it was properly secured to the car as he's doing his review.
There you go. War Machine, Ed.
War Machine.
War Machine.
Now this is a Netflix film.
There you go.
And it is starring Brad Pitt and Anthony Michael Hall. That was him, I guess.
Yes.
Long way from Weird Science.
Oh, but he's a fine actor, though.
He's a good actor. I guess he came through the child acting thing. This is a satirical comedy that focuses on American military involvement in Afghanistan. The biting story based on the book The Operator, the wild and terrifying inside story of America's war in Afghanistan by Michael Hastings, is directed by David Michaud and views the conflict from the perspective of the men leading the military campaign.
Now, Ed, if you plan on going to Afghanistan,
Right.
and they have that Taliban,
Right.
and the ISIS over
Yes,
there,
they're over there.
and they like to, lop off people's heads.
Uh-huh.
I think I figured out how you can get over there and bypass that problem.
How's that?
Well, once they chop off your head, they like to hold it up.
Yeah.
And if you don't have any hair, if you're bald, you can't hold that up. So if you're going to go over there, shave your head.
Like The Rock, he would have no problem.
He would have no problem. Because they're going to hold, their weapon that they used and your head by the hair. If you're bald, they got to hold you up by the cheeks or something. They don't want to do that. They want to hold it by the hair. So be bald, and you'll survive, unless they douse you in gasoline and set you on fire.
That's another.
Which is one of their other methods.
In a cage.
Yes.
Try to see. It looks like there's a lot of stars in here.
Yeah.
Orlando
Ruck, I think his name is.
Javier Bardem and Jeffrey Rush. They were all in there.
Ooh.
Speaking of Netflix, which I finally have Wi-Fi now, Dave. I never had Wi-Fi
Geez, even I have Wi-Fi.
until we had to get a new modem box. Well,
From the Spectrum?
It was working fine, but Spectrum sent us a new one because they're up to 3.0, I guess.
Okay.
And the old ones were 2.0. So they sent us one in the easy install package. In the mail, a huge box.
That's the kiss of death.
And the easy install package was not easy, nor was it installed. So I brought that one back, and I bought a lovely Netgear thing at Walmart, and that hooked up. I did have to call in, but luckily I got someone that spoke English.
Yeah, that's important.
And they put the numbers in, and it worked fine.
Beautiful.
And it was a Wi-Fi modem, so now we have Wi-Fi, and I hooked up my PlayStation 3. Which still works, and they're still operating, apparently.
What are they up to now? 4?
4.
Okay.
So now we get the Wi-Fi on the PlayStation. This is something that the kids have known for many years now. So I put Netflix the trial on there. I thought Netflix had a whole ton of movies. There wasn't that many. There was a whole horror section. I only heard, I thought there were old movies in there. They had Vincent Price's The Fly. And a bunch of other ones must have been made for net. Huh? They're B crap movies. One had the girl from Modern Family in it. It was a stalker thing. I put it on, and an hour and a half later, I said that was a big waste of time. I should have watched The Fly again. But
there's a lot of movies or documentaries and TV shows.
Yeah, there's not a lot of old movies on there. So I signed up with also. Not Hulu yet. I think I'll try that one. They have a sample one. Voodoo? No, it's the Crackle with the Jerry Seinfeld comedians and cars. And that actually had more movies, and it's all free, and you don't have to sign up, than the other one.
Wait a minute, I'm all for free. Well, how's this?
Crackle.
Crackle.
Sign up for Crackle on your device. What do you have, a PlayStation hooked up there?
No, I don't have anything. I have a tablet and a laptop.
YouTube, yep, I can get YouTube. Now I can watch a show right through there and find high def from YouTube, Dave.
Wow.
This modern technology is
it's amazing.
Wonderful. I don't know what kind of diseases Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. I'm still afraid of this stuff flying through the air, really. I don't know what it is. I'm not even sure microwaves are all that safe, but apparently... God only knows. That would throw off my Sirius radio boombox.
Oh, dear.
What kind of things are flying through the air that the signal is interrupted on my Sirius radio? What is it doing to us, Dave?
We're all getting the cancer, Ed.
We're all doomed.
We're like Charlotte Ray. We're all getting the bone cancer.
Yeah, but she's 90-something. She's
91.
She's only had the Wi-Fi for... She probably didn't even have it. That's probably
next set of shows. You're putting her on the Deadpool. I'm telling you, or whatever.
Yeah, she had until Saturday before taping to make it, and she didn't make it. So.
I'd say honorable mention, potential death.
God bless you, Charlotte Ray.
Charlotte Ray, 91. She beat that pancreatic cancer. How do you beat that?
She beat that one in Rhoda. Those 7, well, not
Rhoda's
Rhoda.
got the brain thing, right?
Yeah.
And they were giving her the kiss of death a week after she's still kicking. How many years? A couple of years, right?
Yeah.
2, 3.
Dance with the Stars.
She danced with the stars
Wow.
and got fairly high there.
Well, God love you. The science today can help you with the diseases.
It didn't help.
Help me with this.
It didn't help one star who will be going through in a moment.
We might not get to it.
We may not get to it. Let's do this Pirates.
All right.
Feel free to cut this read, Dave.
Dead men have no tails. Is that how you spell tails? That would be something that comes off the back of a dog.
I wonder if that's how they're spelling it, because that's where I grabbed it from.
Really? Dead men have no tails. Well, I got news
Tell
for
no
you.
tails.
Oh, tell no tails.
And
No,
it's
I still
spelled-
think that's wrong.
Let's see what the logo says at the end,
All right.
if it's spelled like this. If
Johnny
not,
Depp, Jeffrey Rush, Javier Bardem, Orlando Bloom. The rip-roaring adventure finds down in his luck Captain Jack, feeling the winds of ill fortune blowing strongly by his wind.
we're feeling the winds down here.
Yeah, that kidding. And they are ill fortune. They're blowing strongly his way when deadly ghost sailors, led by the terrifying Captain Salazar, escape from the Devil's Triangle, bent on killing every pirate at sea, notably Jack. Jack's only hope of survival lies in the legendary Trident of Poseidon, but to find it he must forge an uneasy alliance with Karina Smith, a brilliant and beautiful astronomer, and Henry, a headstrong young sailor in the Royal Navy. At the helm of the Dying Gull, his pitifully small and shabby ship, Captain Jack seeks not only to reverse his recent spate of ill fortune, but to save his very life from the most formidable and malicious foe he has ever faced.
He's not wearing pants in the same day.
Oh, no. It is rated nothing. I just see rating.
Yeah, they haven't been giving you an official rating on the site.
I'm going to go with PG-13.
PG-13, that's a good
For
guess.
some, peril. A little peril.
I had a bad experience with the first Pirates film. I saw it at the old Cross Gates when it was upstairs, and the roof was leaking, and I'm sure it was moldy in there.
Ooh.
And I had a sinus allergy attack, and I had to leave halfway through it. So I had never seen one since then. I shouldn't hold that against the films, though, Dave.
I think I have only seen the first one.
Did you enjoy the first
I
one?
did like the first one.
Yeah, there's pirates and there's some monstery creatures. I should like it, so I'll give it another chance. And here the damsel is disrobing.
Oh, that's
Dave.
definitely PG-13. You can't be doing that in a Disney film.
Pirate's Life for me.
I don't see the name of the film. I don't think it's Tails, as in a dog wags its tail, so much as it is a tale that you tell, which is T-A-L-E.
We'll have to check, because I usually grab these off the website.
All right.
That's how it was. Let's take a look at DVD releases. And Logan.
Logan.
I never made it out to see Logan. It came out the week before we saw Kong, Dave.
Oh, okay.
And I think it was removed from the RPX before I got to it, so I never got to it. And I will see it on Blu-ray, though. It did fairly well, not the biggest opening, probably 180 million, I think. In theaters now.
Oh, that did nothing.
That, I think, opened up against Logan or something. And they traveled all the way to China to make that, only to hear a big thud
Right.
at the box office. Big wall.
I bet you there's a chink in his armor now.
Now, this made a ton of dough.
Right.
I'll probably check this out. I didn't go out to the theaters, but it's supposed to be a pretty good horror film with some racial undertones.
Oh, it's very visceral.
Jordan Peele.
Oh, God.
Lizard Man, another one of these. We do have the trailer.
Not to be confused with Creature from the Black Lagoon or Reptilicus.
They try to do a Creature of the Black Lagoon, and the suit is sort of good, but don't shoot it in the broad daylight, Dave.
Oh, okay.
Let's take a look at the trailer. It's Lizard Man, Dave.
Lizard Man. How recent is this?
A couple years. Not too many, 2 maybe.
Really?
And it's finally getting a Blu-ray release. God only knows. DVD would have been fine. Here he is.
Oh, you're kidding.
they tried to do a creature from... Boy, that suit ahead of its time, Dave.
Yes. You gotta be. Come on.
Now, with the right lighting at night, you might get a nice spooky effect from that, but not in broad daylight. There's not a night scene in this thing.
Oh, well, they couldn't. They probably couldn't afford lights to at least give them a little lighting in the evening, so they had to go and do it all in the daylight. Horror House on Highway 5.
Okay, this is coming out in lovely Blu-ray quality, which I checked. They had a scene from the film.
Oh.
Up. It looks really good, but all I have here, since it shows everything, is a very bad old trailer.
Okay.
But you'll have to see who the killer is. I think this might have been done in the 70s, perhaps, or 80s.
Nixon.
The killer is in a Nixon mask.
Oh. I hope he doesn't use its nose for any purposes.
Horror House on Highway 5. They were young and in love. He was crazy. She was dead.
Oh my God.
You know Jason in Friday the 13th. Now meet.
This did have some...
Can I see an Alice in Wonderland album in the background?
I did see some nice... What year would we place this with that car? Is it 80s maybe?
I don't know. I didn't even see the car. Was it a Camaro-ish?
Yeah, it looks like this might be 80s maybe. I think they do mention you've seen Jason in here. It did get some good cult buzz I saw on the web, so maybe we should check this out for fans of Nixon or bad horror films.
How long is this trailer, Ed?
It should be another second. We can cut out, though. There's nothing coming up here that needs to be seen. And when we do want to get... we're at that dilemma again, Dave, where we have 2 minutes. How did this happen again? And we have some deaths. I think we can do them in the amount we have.
All right, throw them in there.
Well, wait a second. No deaths.
No deaths.
I forgot it's Star Wars. We have to celebrate Star Wars. We have to do it now because it's the 25th anniversary.
25th?
40th
on
on
the 25th.
On the 25th. Right. I'm all excited.
Oh,
What we have here, Dave, is the original trailer without John Williams' music, and you'll hear underneath us here a little bit.
Okay.
How much that John Williams music added to the Star Wars experience.
All right.
When you don't hear it on the trailer. We should let this play. Audio.
In space, this may all be happening right now. 20th Century Fox and George Lucas, the man who brought you American Graffiti, now bring you an adventure unlike anything on your planet. Star Wars.
Here they come. Coming in too fast!
The story of a boy, a girl, and a universe. It's a big, sprawling space saga of rebellion and romance. It's a spectacle, light years ahead of its time.
I am C-3PO, human cyborg relations, and this is my counterpart, R2-D2. Hello.
No sauces! No sauces!
It's an epic of heroes.
Good luck.
And villains. And aliens from 1,000 worlds.
You got the flavor. How it was a very basic trailer without the John Williams music. And you miss the music when they're swinging across the gully there.
Well, if you say so, Ed.
You had no interest in seeing this.
No.
1976, this trailer was out.
And to this day, I have no interest in seeing it.
Well, I know you weren't thrilled with Young Frankenstein, so I don't know if I can even recommend you sit through the Star Wars. Maybe if you see it pop up on the 25th, Dave, and there's nothing else on,
There better be. I mean, every channel better be color bars for me. I mean, I'll watch anything other than Star Wars. I'll watch Iyanla, fix my whatever it is. I don't know, one of these reality shows.
Huh.
Or
you watch
Mama June from Not to Hot.
I can't believe you sat through Reptilicus, but you won't watch Star Wars.
Reptilicus, that's classic.
That is fun. It's so bad it's fun. It's a Dutch horror movie.
Yeah.
With, what was it? We got to get to the board, and we'll do the deaths next time.
No, sure we will.
Even if we have to drop
Poster pairs game, folks. You've sent in 2 numbers from 1 to 6. We select your entry, reveal what's behind the 2 numbers, and if they match, you win 2 free movie passes. And if you write spin the wheel, you have a chance to win a total of 10 tickets.
Here we are.
Mike, your mic.
Why did I take my mic off to get up?
And then you.
Why did I do that?
I don't know. Did you have it on for the show?
I did. I took it off to get up for some reason. Usually I have to take it off to do the wheel. I wasn't thinking. Maybe my head was mixed up with odors.
Oh. And looks like Lawrence Katz. I can almost see through it. Lawrence Katz!
Lawrence Katz.
4 and 6 and spin.
I think the producer was preoccupied over there.
What
do we got here?
4 and 6.
4 and 6.
4 and 6.
Okay, I have a good feeling since I talked about seeing that at Walmart.
Okay.
On this show or the last show, I can't remember.
No,
I think it was the last show. Oh! That was actually the cover of the DVD at Walmart. Pick up the Kolchak if you haven't seen it in a while for $20 for the whole season.
Oh. It's like $1 an episode.
That reminds me, did we do the address yet?
No.
No, we didn't do that.
All right. If you want to write in, send in an email to mediazone95@gmail.com.
Now, don't forget this address here also. I have 3D glasses. I think if you see this now and you email in, I can get you out some glasses because the next show we're doing that 3D segment we shot a few weeks ago.
All right. There's the email, mediazone95@gmail.com. If you're match, you win 2 tickets, you write spin the wheel, this is what could happen. Those 2 tickets could become 10, or 6, or 4, or they could stay 2. Or you lose 1, or you lose them both. But that's the risk you take. You know, to win 10 tickets, that's a risk you take. And that's it. There you go.
You know, our viewer Gary wrote in an email. He gave me an idea. He was talking about how he worked at the McDonald's in the Mohawk Mall. So in a few episodes, I think it'd be fun to take a look back at old malls, and we'll discuss the fun we had at the Mohawk Mall. And I'll try and find some old pictures that are on deadmalls.com. Do you have any memories of the Mohawk Mall you can discuss in 30 seconds?
No.
Did you go to the Mohawk Mall a lot?
No, rarely. I would go to
You were probably closer to County
Center
Center where you were.
And, you know, then the Northway Mall came in, which really wasn't much of a mall. But Mohawk Drive-In.
Mohawk Drive. We'll do drive-in sometime, too. The
Jericho is still around.
Yeah, I can't go there with the, the mosquitoes pouring into the car. Drive-ins used to be fun. You can't go in the summer, though. The Zika virus is coming in as you're enjoying the latest feature, pouring in through your car.
Can't you leave your windows up?
It gets hot in there then.
Oh.
I can't take the heat. I was thinking of coming up with a device that puts screens on your car from the outside, like screen windows.
Right.
You get that screen replacement stuff and get magnets and put it over your window for your drive-in viewing. I could have made $1 million with that, except now the drive-ins.
I was going to say, I don't know if you can now. There's no drive-ins left.
All right. Next time, let's see what we're going to do.
Hurry up.
3D show and Wonder Woman next time. So join us here for that. Happy Star Wars.
The Media Zone has been a Cable 2000 production.